Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. This is a take 2 of this recording because the first time around the NVIDIA drivers crashed. That's a new experience. Thankfully I didn't lose much footage. So, last time we got some data from a ship that was precariously embedded in the side of a cliff. And we also made it completely fall down, thus destroying the whole thing. But apparently people were happy about that, so that's fine. Let's change the helmet to the standard visor, since we don't get to use that very often. And what we're going to do today is, hopefully, if my calculations are right, we should be finishing all of the missions, because we will have 5 mission complete screens.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Which should finish everything off and allow us to continue the main storyline. But yes, there are some messages that I want to take care of, basically get rid of the backlog of messages that we have here. So we will be looking at this. Lost contact with survey ship from Project Firewalker. Commander, the MSV Rosalie, a survey ship with Cerberus connections, has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead Planetside Exploration Rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert Alloy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. The MSV Rosalie was last seen near planet Zeona, Alista Ismar Frontier. So this is actually going to be another one of those DLC missions.
I bumped into Zaid recently. Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well adjusted. Still, I wouldn't want to be alone with them. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Okay.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Let's go talk to Joker also.
I've got an appointment with Shaira in 3 months. Can't wait.
We're flying into the eye of the storm, and you're thinking about some Asari prostitute?
Hey, watch it. It's not like that at all. She's... You won't understand unless you meet her.
Yeah, he has a good point.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Quiet enough. What the...
Trouble?
No, it's nothing. Son of a... Very funny, Edie. Real original. Stop it.
You did insist on manual control, Mr. Moreau.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Alright. Well, let's continue exploring space then. And in our journal, we did get the assignment. Project Firewalker, Rosalie lost. Cerberus Project Firewalker has reported that a survey ship has gone missing near the planet Zeona. The ship was carrying researchers and a prototype planetside exploration vehicle when it went missing. Cerberus has asked that the vehicle be recovered and that any signs as to the whereabouts of the researchers be reported. Investigate wreckage. Go to the Ismar Frontier, Alista system. But first, let's finish exploring this place. Ploitori. Space probes indicate that Sinalis is nowhere near as hospitable as its neighbor Zenethu. Sinalis' hydrogen-argon atmosphere is thought to be anathema to life, but the presence of borax on the surface, spawned by a boron-heavy core, indicates the planet may once have had water. It's not too bad. But it's just the atmosphere, apparently, that's a problem. And this is rich, so we need to send a whole lot of probes in it. This is not worth it. this is worth it.
Probe launched.
So yeah, the next mission that we'll be on is also a DLC.
Launching probe.
And the description mentions a planet-side exploration rover, which is interesting. That does sound quite a lot like the Mako,
Launching
eh?
probe.
We'll see that soon enough, but basically, you can probably
Probe launched.
already tell that we'll be getting a vehicle. This is basically the DLC where Bioware decided that, hey,
Probe launched.
you know, it's pretty dumb that we don't have a vehicle in this game. Whereas the Mako was such a huge part of the original game. So they decided to make a DLC. And that's pretty cool. In theory.
Probe away.
In practice, however, DLCs cannot replace, well, not easily anyway.
Probe away.
They cannot replace currently made maps unless they want to ship the entire map. And probably it wouldn't be very fair to those who don't have the DLC to have the existing missions changed either. So that's why it doesn't matter whether you go do this sooner or later. You won't be able to use a vehicle in regular missions, only in specialized ones. Thegan rounds out the trio of planets only scouted by Space Probe in this backwater solar system. A frozen ball with significant amounts of tin in its crust, Thegan has a fractional atmosphere with trace amounts of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Strange radiation emissions have been charted coming off of Thegan, but it is unknown if these are from radioactive elements or merely a star's radiation reflected by a high albedo surface. Well, now we can probably tell, but there's no good way to tell. And it's quite cold. And very low atmosphere. It's also rich, wow. We won't even be able to completely mine this place because we don't have enough probes.
Launching probe.
And we do still need resources.
Probe launched.
Even though the bars show full, we even right now have a research project that requires more than what the bar shows. The bar goes up to 25,000. And the
Launching probe.
thermal regenerator project is 50,000.
Probe away.
I think it's platinum, so that's why we really need more platinum.
Probe away.
Eventually I do want to get the thermal regenerator, but for one later on.
Launching probe.
And for another, it should be... Oh, element 0. Oh, that's unusual.
Launching probe.
And for another, yeah, I want to just save the regenerator for later, and I also want to... Oh, more element 0, huh? I want to conserve
Probe
my
launched.
resources for the time being. And it's rich, and I'm out of probes. Oh well. still got a decent amount out of the system. So let's go back to Osun. Oops. And buy all the probes and all the fuel. Alright, so we were asked to go to the Ismar frontier, and we actually have an indicator in it. Firewalker, MSV Rosalie. Firewalker is the name of the DLC. Haven't been in this system, but we don't care. Elista. Quite far enough. Also, here we could help Zaid. Don't care. And there it is, Zeona. But first, Seleas. Seleas' cratered surface is ancient. Parts of the highlands have been unchanged for nearly 3 billion years. The layers of overlapping craters stand as a testament to the violence of the system's creation. Seleas is tightly locked to Elista and has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon, with helium occasionally blowing in via solar winds. I wonder why it's unchanged for 3 billion years, and what kind of creation it is. Oh wow, rich too. Well, let's continue mining, I guess.
Launching probe.
And even more mining.
Probe launched.
Good. I guess there's different kinds of rich, then. Because the last planet definitely took a lot more probes, and didn't even leave the rich part.
Launching probe.
And yeah, you actually collect from a larger area than the reticle itself shows. And the scan out also. So if there's close areas with resources, you will collect all of those resources. I guess. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is also not good enough.
Launching probe.
Good to know. Whoa.
Probe away.
Got a bit of everything. That was just moderate. This is not worth it. This is worth it.
Launching probe.
And now explore. This is borderline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's not worth it. And that probably is.
Launching probe.
Yes, but also just barely. Alright. Got this done. So let's go look at the Zeona place.
Anomaly detected.
Zeona has a thin atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and trioxide, created by volcanic outgassing. There are traces of water vapor in the atmosphere, but over the last 5 centuries of observation, particle counts have decreased 4%. While not habitable by any spacefaring species, there is an abundance of native sulfur-devouring bacteria that thrives around the world's many volcanic vents. Interestingly, these bacterium bear genetic similarities to a native life of Ilium, suggesting either a panspermia spread of microbes via asteroids, or accidental contamination of the original environment by careless spacefarers. If it's these, then it's bacteria. Bacterium is a single, like, individual of bacteria. Okay, so it's fairly close, short period, small, long day length though, low pressure, okay temperature and low gravity. So that's a rather unusual world. And it's rich also, wow.
Launching probe. I have found something.
Anomaly detected. Scans have located the Hammerhead exploration vehicle and also show active data storage sites that may contain information as to the whereabouts of a doctor's case and alloy. That's cool, but we still have to scan this planet. So even though the DLC name is Firewalker, the actual vehicle's name is the Hammerhead.
Probe away.
And if you think about it, both the Mako and the Hammerhead are actually types of shark. So there you go, continuity. There's a lot of nothing here. Oh, there we go.
Probe launched.
Still rich, so there must be large deposits like that somewhere.
Probe away. Launching probe.
Whoa! Hello there.
Probe launched.
And now it's moderate. One, two, three, four, five, six. Ah, borderline. Not really worth it then.
Probe away.
And now it's 4. Quite standard. It's also not worth it. And there's nothing here. That's pretty odd. Like this whole expanse is just empty. Alright, well, time to land. And we do get squad selection. So let's select the people that I very rarely select. You know what? Jack and Morden. And shotgun and hand cannon. That's not a good combination. You should use a heavy pistol, because the hand cannon is shotgun-like also. You have machine pistol and hand cannon, that works. Yeah, that's quite some volcanic activity. And we are with breather masks anyway. Search for data. Find any sign of the whereabouts of Doctor's case and alloy. Alright. So there's some wreckage over here. There's lava, and lots of it. Good thing we're not affected by convection. There's...
The ship is safe. We've run into the geth far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Aloy. I think we'll be safer there.
Huh. The geth? Cargo computer control bypass. Is there anything else around here? Looks like the debris of a ship then. Shepard? Really?
I don't think the ship is safe. We've run into the geth far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Aloy. I think we'll be safer there.
Good thing I have the console. Alright, well, let's see what's inside here. There's a bit of bypass. Wow, that's a lot of things actually. There we go.
Systems online. Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI.
And yes, that's quite unexpected, eh? It's not a rover at all. While the Mako was...
Guided missile system active.
Yes, yes. While the Mako was basically, in Unreal series terms, a version of the Hellbender, the Hammerhead is clearly an XP of the Manta. So we have Manta controls. We fire rockets. We can scan. Okay, let me look at some of the key bindings. Do I know everything? Vehicle bindings. Move forward, strafe left, strafe right, shoot, toggle camera. Toggle camera, huh. Boost. Okay, I want to change this. Jump needs to be a spacebar. Boost should be shift. Okay. So now I have Manta controls. As you can see, it's literally a Manta, except that it has Unreal 2 XMP boosting abilities. What's this? Oh. I can zoom in and out. Interesting. And right-click, instead of going downwards, like with the Manta, it scans things. And also, unlike the Mako, we don't seem to have a health bar.
Mission objectives located. Acquired.
And we collect credits. However, as you may recall, that Joker mentioned in the last game, landing in lava tends to melt our ship and our hull. So in fact, if you go into lava, you're toast, obviously. So basically, with this vehicle, they solved the problem of the original Mako, of it being kind of slow and hard to navigate with. Now this thing is very fast and very easy to navigate. Yes.
Recommend using conventional weapons to clear path.
And I don't think there's a way to dismount, actually. Can I jump all the way over there? I can. Huh. Interesting. And I can jump back too.
Path is now clear.
That's not correct. It's shift to boost through. So overall, this is a really fun vehicle, in my opinion. It's just too bad that it's quite limited in where we can use it. Looks like another part of the debris of their ship. Can go inside. And another part. Still can't really go inside. Indeed, this is what we wanted. Well, credits, obviously. But it's not exactly Doctor's case in a lie. And overall, this is basically a tutorial, as you can see. It's just, hey, you should use your boost and your jump at the same time to clear these paths. Technically, this is like research data. We're just accessing some computer data. And there's the other collectibles. You have to actively make sure that the hammerhead stays inside the reticle there, because it randomly moves about and it can move outside of it. And then you have to start all over again. Ah, and there's another one. And that's quite volcanic. These hammerhead missions are also very nicely detailed when it comes to landscape. Oh wow, that's a large part of the hull. Where was I going? I guess there? Yep. And this looks to be the last part of the research to be collected.
Done. Mission objectives completed.
Oh. And there's a wall. These indicators show something. You can see the boosters, and yeah. when we jump, the indicators light up. And if I just hold space, by the way, this is what happens. Basically, I cannot really rise all the way until I hit the ground. But okay. Let's return to the Normandy. Found wreckage of freighter MSV Rosalie. M44 Hammerhead acquired. Recovered research data. Experience gained 156. And found 7,500 credits and Cerberus funding of 7,500. And that is the Hammerhead. That's a new loading screen. That's why it's quite slow. Bam. So much like the Mako, we don't need to use a shovel in these types of missions.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
So I may have been wrong then.
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Because this does not advance the plot.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Huh. Prototype recovered. From Project Firewalker. Good work on recovering the Hammerhead in one piece, Commander. It will prove useful. Also, the data you recovered from the MSV Rosalie's emergency beacon contains significant intel on a few planets that Dr. Case and Dr. Alloy investigated. Edie has added the locations to your galaxy map. We hope that one of them leads you to the Prothean site. Despite Dr. Case's obvious instability, he has proven to be a brilliant and dedicated scientist. If you salvage more of his logs or journals, it would greatly help our efforts. We still don't know how the Geth are tracking Dr. Case, so be careful. So, they must be somewhere else. And so we have more places to visit. Project Firewalker, Geth Incursion, Project Firewalker, survey sites located, and Project Firewalker Volcano Station. And before we end things, I want to talk to Joker.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Well, that's an interesting bug.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Somehow it didn't pick up on us taking Morden and Jack on the mission. That's weird. Things are very much behaving not how I was expecting them to. But okay, so I will see you all next time once we decide what to do next, I guess? That's fascinating, and it's pretty nice that I'm doing this, because now we learn new facts about what the game requires to progress and what it doesn't. So yeah, see you all next time once we try to figure more of that out. Later.